You aren't fat. You are inflated. There is a high probability that 3 to 5 pounds of the weight sitting around your midsection right now isn't adipose tissue at all. It is biosludge. It's a mixture of undigested food particles, stagnant waste, and a thick layer of bacterial biofilm that has glued itself to your intestinal walls. Most people spend their lives trying to burn this off with cardio, but you cannot burn a plumbing problem. If your gut is backed up, your body enters a state of metabolic panic. It slows down your thyroid, spikes your cortisol, and, most importantly, it locks your belly fat cells so they cannot be used for energy. The direct truth. You have been told that fat loss is about calories in versus calories out. This is a fundamental misunderstanding of human biology. Your gut is the gatekeeper. If the gatekeeper is sick, your metabolism is closed for business. In the next few minutes, we are going to deconstruct the 1-minute sleep tonic that dissolves this biofilm overnight. We are going to dive into the microbiome belly axis and explain why drinking this one specific mixture before bed is more effective than 1,000 crunches. If you've ever felt like your stomach is hard to the touch or you wake up feeling heavier than when you went to bed, subscribe right now and hit the bell. We are about to expose the multi-billion-dollar gut health industry and show you the 1-minute fix they don't want you to know. The science of the nocturnal sweep. To understand why we drink this before sleep, we have to look at the migrating motor complex, MMC. This is your gut's internal janitor. During the day, while you are eating, the janitor is on break. But the moment you reach a fasted state, specifically during deep sleep, the MMC triggers waves of electrical activity that sweep waste toward the exit. The problem, most of us are eating too close to bedtime or consuming pro-inflammatory triggers that paralyze the MMC. Instead of sweeping, your gut simmers. This leads to auto-intoxication, where your body reabsorbs the toxins from the waste sitting in your colon. This is why you wake up with brain fog, a coated tongue, and you guessed it, a bloated belly. The action. The drink we are talking about today uses a specific osmotic pressure trick. It doesn't just hydrate, it lubricates the intestinal lining so the MMC can move 5x faster. The LPS connection, why your gut makes you fat. Let's get direct about the belly fat shield. There is a molecule called lipopolysaccharide, LPS. It is a toxin found in the cell walls of bad bacteria. When your gut is congested, these LPS molecules leak through your intestinal lining and enter your blood. The science. Your immune system identifies LPS as a foreign invader. It triggers a massive inflammatory response. But here is the secret. Your body knows that inflammation can damage your vital organs. To protect them, it cushions the organs in visceral fat. Narrator, you aren't storing fat because you ate a cookie. You are storing fat because your body is trying to build a firewall against the toxins leaking from your gut. If you don't cleanse the gut, your body will never release that fat. It's a survival mechanism. If this is the first time someone has explained why stress and gut health are the same thing for your waistline, give this video a like. It helps us fight the algorithm that suppresses this information. The ingredients, the 1-minute tonic. We are now entering layer 2, the formulation. This isn't a detox tea full of laxatives. This is a chemical catalyst. 1 warm water, not cold water, shocks the gut and slows down blood flow. Warm water dilates the vessels in the mesenteric system. 2 raw apple cider vinegar. With the mother, it contains acetic acid. Data shows that acetic acid suppresses fat storage genes and stimulates the fat-burning genes in the liver. 3 ginger root. Ginger contains gingerol, which is a powerful prokinetic. It literally forces the gut muscles to contract. 4 the secret, trace mineral drops. Without magnesium and potassium, your gut muscles cannot contract. Most people are electrically dead in their midsection. The firmicutes versus bacteroidetes war. This drink does something your morning workout can't. It doesn't just burn energy, it changes your bacterial ratio. Most people think a calorie is a calorie. They think if they eat 500 calories of chicken and broccoli, their body absorbs 500 calories. But science has recently discovered that this is mathematically impossible because of the war happening in your large intestine. The science of the energy harvesters. In the world of microbiology, there are two dominant tribes in your gut, the firmicutes and the bacteroidetes. If you have a stubborn spare tire around your waist, you likely have an overgrowth of firmicutes. These are known as the energy harvesters. They are incredibly efficient at their job, too efficient. While a lean person's gut might let undigested fiber pass through as waste, firmicutes possess specialized enzymes that break down that fiber and turn it into extra calories. The 20% tax. Research shows that a gut dominated by firmicutes can extract up to 20% more calories from the exact same plate of food compared to a lean person. This means if you and a thin friend both eat a 2,000-calorie diet, your gut is effectively handing your body 2,400 calories, while theirs only gets 2,000. You are being taxed by your own bacteria. This is why you can eat clean and still see the scale go up. You aren't overeating. Your bacteria are overharvesting. But the problem goes deeper. Firmicutes don't just steal calories, they hijack your brain. These bacteria survive on sugar and simple starches. When they get hungry, they release chemical signals that travel up the vagus nerve directly to your brain, triggering intense cravings for bread, pasta, and sweets. You think you have no willpower, but in reality, you are being remote controlled by a colony of sugar-loving microbes. They are fighting for their survival, and they will make you feel miserable until you feed them. The strategy, the selective herbicide, effect. This is where the 1-minute sleep tonic becomes your secret weapon. By drinking this mixture of acetic acid and specific polyphenol before you go to sleep, you are performing a targeted strike on the battlefield. Starving the invaders. While you sleep, the acetic acid in the apple cider vinegar lowers the pH of your gut environment. Firmicutes thrive in a more neutral environment. They hate acidity. This acidic flush acts as a selective herbicide. It begins to weaken and kill off the firmicutes while you are in your deepest state of rest. Feeding the allies. At the same time, the polyphenol in the tonic act as a prebiotic for the bacteroidetes, the lean bacteria. These bacteria love complex, acidic environments. By the time you wake up, you have effectively replanted the seeds of a lean microbiome. As your bacteroidetes levels rise, something magical happens. Your cravings start to vanish. Why? Because the demand for sugar is gone. Your body starts to produce more short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like butyrate. Butyrate is a miracle molecule that tells your brain to burn fat for fuel and seals the leaky gut holes we talked about. Avoiding the morning trap. If you follow the nightly protocol, drink the tonic and let the janitor clean your system, but then wake up and drink a healthy fruit smoothie, you have just flushed your progress down the drain. You are effectively cleaning your house at night and then throwing a bucket of mud on the floor the moment you wake up. The direct truth, the fitness industry has marketed liquid fruit as the ultimate health food. But your liver sees it very differently. When you strip the fiber away from fruit and drink it in liquid form, you are hitting your gut with a massive dose of liquid fructose. The science of the fructose freeze. Unlike glucose, which can be used by every cell in your body for energy, fructose can only be processed by your liver. When a concentrated shot of liquid fructose hits an empty stomach, it triggers a metabolic cascade that is devastating for your gut and your waistline. The uric acid spike. Processing that much fructose creates a byproduct called uric acid. High levels of uric acid don't just lead to joint pain. They act as a biological kill switch for your mitochondria. It tells your body that winter is coming, so instead of burning fat, your body begins to store every single calorie you eat as visceral fat. The resludge effect. Remember the biofilm we cleared out with the nightly tonic? Fructose is the preferred fuel for the firmicutes, the fat storage bacteria. By drinking that smoothie, you are literally fertilizing the very bacteria that make you store belly fat. You are resludging the gut pipes before the morning sweep can even finish. This creates an instant shutdown of fat burning that lasts for 6 to 8 hours. If you eat that smoothie at 8 a.m., your body cannot even begin to look at your belly fat for fuel until 4 p.m. You've spent the best hours of your day in storage mode. The action, instead, you must wait. Let the nightly sweep finish its job. Your body is at its peak fat burning potential between hour 12 and hour 16 of a fast. If you wake up and put nothing but water or black coffee in your system, you are extending that cleanse window. The science of autophagy. During this extended morning window, your body triggers autophagy, a process where your cells literally eat their own waste. This is the deep clean for your gut lining. By delaying your first meal, you allow your gut to repair the leaky holes that let those LPS toxins into your blood in the first place. You might be wondering, but won't I be starving? Or don't I need breakfast for energy? The answer, no. Your hunger is actually just a signal from those sugar-craving bacteria, firmicutes, demanding a refill. After 3 days of skipping the morning trap, those bacteria die off and your hunger vanishes. You'll feel a level of mental clarity you haven't felt in years because your brain is finally running on ketones, your own body fat, instead of a sugar roller coaster. If you've been told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, you've been a victim of 1950s cereal marketing. Comment truth below if you're ready to break the cycle and try the wait and see approach tomorrow morning. Wait, before we move to the 7-day protocol, hit that subscribe button. Most creators are too afraid to tell you that your green smoothie is making you fat. I'm not. Subscribe to get the unfiltered data every single week. The 7-day protocol usual. Here is exactly how to do this. 8 p.m. last meal. 10 p.m. drink the 1-minute tonic. -10:30 p.m. sleep. Morning. Follow the 90-minute no-entry window we discussed. Your health is built in the gut. Your confidence is built in the gut. And yes, your six-pack is hidden behind the gut sludge. Stop fighting your reflection and start fixing your biology. One last thing. If you found this masterclass valuable, subscribe and turn on notifications. Don't miss it. Your body will thank you. I'll see you in the comments.